Good Saturday morning, my friends. It is Saturday, the 11th of April. My goal this morning was to do a cook with me on a new recipe. Peaches and cream or berries and cream stuffed French toast. Well, I made the homemade French bread yesterday with every intention of doing the cook with me this morning. And I decided to practice a piece first to see how it went. And it was good. It just wasn't point worthy for me because it would have been pretty high in points. And I just didn't think the points justified the taste, especially when we can just do the stuffed French toast with the 647 bread and all. So I decided to scrap it. I still made it. Andrew had some, Doug had some, Adam just had regular French toast made with the French bread, which is what I'm going to have. I'll show you in a minute. So, sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. Now, Andrew's I really didn't WW up too much, so he had more filling in his and, nice thick slices of bread. Yeah, that wasn't going to work for us. So, anyway, that's why you didn't get that video this morning. But I do plan on just filming what I eat today. And I also am going to do a cook with me. We are having our pierogi making day. So I am going to attempt to film that. There's really no recipe. It's from generations and generations ago. We've tried to give amounts to things and things like that so, we can continue to pass down this recipe. But it is what it is. But a lot of you have asked me to film that, so I'm definitely going to attempt that. Not quite sure how it's going to turn out. But I will show you what I eat today. And I guess we're really not going to do anything special today. Our tradition is usually, I have all my sisters, my nieces and cousins over and we make the pierogies. Not happening this year. And then usually on Saturday night, my entire family attends the Easter Vigil Mass at church, which is very long. It's like a 2.5-hour Mass. It's where adults who decide to become Catholic come into the church. They make all their sacraments. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful Mass. It's my favorite one of the whole year, but that's not happening tonight. But usually we do that, then we come home, and then we watch the 10 Commandments, which is like, a 3-hour movie. So it's usually a very late night for us. But tonight, I don't even think we're going to watch the Easter Vigil on TV because honestly, without all the people there, it's just another Mass. So I think we're going to watch Mass tomorrow morning. And tonight we'll just watch the 10 Commandments. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're just going to play it by ear. So I will turn you around and I will show you my breakfast. I have 2 slices of French toast made with my homemade French bread. So it is 6 points for that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of sugar-free syrup on top. Hey guys, so I decided to take a ride with Doug. I mentioned in my other video that there is a wholesale produce place not far from us at all, about 8 minutes from our house, and they have gone and now they're doing retail produce sales. And what you do is you email in your order on their website, you place your order, and then you can go pick it up. Now they only have pickup 3 days a week. It's very controlled, very, there's a plan. So, if you want to pick up on Saturday, your order has to be in by Friday at 4 o'clock. And then you show up. Everybody's in line. The line is, when it first started, there was no line at all. Well, now everybody's jumping on it. And the line is, there's probably, I don't know, what would your guesstimate be, Doug?
50.
Oh, no, more than 50. I count 50 sitting right here. There's probably 100 cars in front of us, easily. And we're not even sure how far down it goes, because I see people in there too. Wow.
Oh. Oh my.
Yeah, it's really...
150?
Yeah, there's probably about 150 cars in front of us, but it moves quickly. It's very organized. It's fine. But it's great because it's contactless. You place your order and you pay online. When you pull up, they stand way back. You give them your last name, and then they direct you to the truck that's holding your order. They have it done in, A to E and, F to whatever. So, and you open up your trunk and they put it in your trunk. Nobody gets near you. Nobody gets in your face. Nobody talks to you. Nothing. It is fantastic. And the produce has been phenomenal. Phenomenal. So I'm hoping it stays this way, and because it's definitely working well. But yeah, now I'm thinking 150 was a low ball.
350.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
They've got us oh my, I can't even. I cannot even. Our pickup was between 10 and 1. So we decided to kind of come like right at 11:30, right in the middle of all of it. And because I'm thinking, oh, everybody will show up at 10. Yeah. This is amazing.
They must have tons of.
I can't even imagine. So anyway, I was going to chat with you and show you us picking up the order, but it's going to be a while, so I'll come back on. What else? I also placed a Joanne's curbside order. My nephew ordered a pillow, or he thought he ordered a pillow for his girlfriend for her birthday. And it came today from Amazon. Well, it wasn't a pillow, it was a pillow cover. He didn't read well. And then he tells me he needs an 8x8 pillow insert. I'm like, 8x8? That's a really crazy size. I said, well, they really don't make that. I said, but I can make you one. I said, I'll get some like muslin and some polyfill, and I'll make an insert for you. It's not a problem. You know, Joanne's has curbside pickup. We can do this. And my sister, his mom, was standing there, and she's like, Russell, this is not 8x8. She's like, this is much bigger. Well, yeah, he didn't see the 1 in front of the 8s. It's an 18x18 pillow. This is a very smart child, too. We were cracking up. So I'm like, yeah, we can just order you an 18x18 pillow insert. So I put in a joannes.com curbside pickup order also. Let me tell you, I can get used to this curbside pickup thing. It's pretty darn easy. I mean, I miss going into the stores, especially the fabric store. Oh, I miss going in and just looking at all the fabric and touching all the fabric, and it's definitely not the same online, but you do what you got to do. So once we get closer to the front of the line, I will be back and show you what's going on. We got in line at what time? 11:30?
About that, yeah.
So I'll be anxious to see, because they've got us rooting behind buildings and everything else now, so a little bit crazy. Okay, this place has definitely gotten busier. Now they have pretty much a truck for every initial. Here we go. P R. 2 trucks for S. We're special. So we have pickup here. This gentleman will ask us our name.
Hi, Stetzer.
Stetler?
Stetzer.
Stetzer.
And oops, let me see. So he is in the truck getting our produce. You can see all the boxes. Oh, what happened?
Yes, Joan. I put it in drive too fast.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We can close it.
I thought we were just 2 boxes.
Me too.
You sure it's just 2 boxes?
That's it.
Okay.
We have him double checking because we ordered like $150 worth, and it was only 2 little boxes. I'm a little concerned. So they're checking for us, and we'll see. Well, I was right. More than half our order was missing. Now, we've been doing this for 3 weeks and have not had a problem.
But they've gotten much busier.
But it's gotten much, much busier and much crazier. And yes, more than half our order. I'm glad I said to him, I'm like, there's a $150 order, and I think it should be more than 2 boxes. So he pulled the order off my phone and started looking, and more than half of our order was missing. So we pulled to the side, and they're going into the building to pull the order. So yeah, it is what it is. So that was crazy. They ended up bringing out 8 more boxes. I knew we were missing things, but they were very nice. They were very apologetic, and it is what it is. I mean, they have grown from, like I said, doing just wholesale to now having thousands and thousands of retail orders every week. And, you know, I mean, it's great for them as a business because, you know, they're making money hand over fist. But it's also great for us because the produce has been fantastic. And, you know, as much as I love Walmart grocery pickup, I don't like people picking out my produce. And Walmart's isn't always great. So this has worked pretty well so far. So I will take a little hiccup in the road and still get my really great produce. I'm anxious to see it this week, see if it's as good as it always has been. But now we need to go drop off. This order was 3 of us. It was, my sister had a really little order and my sister-in-law had a pretty big order, and we had a medium-sized order. So now we are going to drop it on their porches for them and get home, and I'll show you what I got. Home, and they still screwed up the order, so I'm going to need to email them. They ended up giving us some extra stuff, but they still forgot stuff. So we got some purple grapes, we got bananas, we got some Spanish onions. We're going to use most of those for the pierogies. Red peppers and green peppers. Brussels sprouts, actually, they gave them to us extra. We did not order these. My sister-in-law did order a pack, and then I didn't order a pack, but they threw an extra pack in. Some grape tomatoes, some navel oranges. We had a big thing of spring mix, but we also ordered 2 things of romaine. They only gave us 1. So my sister took the 1 romaine, and my sister-in-law and I split the spring mix. A cantaloupe, 2 bunches of asparagus. Their asparagus has been beautiful. A pineapple, pound of butter, 30 eggs. Now I wish I had ordered 60 eggs, but we can always place another order. And then these were supposed to be tri-colored carrots with the tops on. Yeah, this is what we got. Now, actually, I didn't even order these. My sister-in-law did. She ordered the tri-color carrots. This is what they gave, and then they gave an extra bag. So I'm going to shoot them an email and see if I can get some sort of refund for the stuff they forgot or the stuff they substituted, because that's a big difference than the tri-color carrots. But there is my produce haul, and I'm hoping that this lasts us for an entire week. Keeping our healthy habits. Keeping our healthy habits up, just like we've been doing every day. I made a fruit and vegetable tray, and as you can see, the minute I make it, the minute they're there, and they munch on it all day. We just leave it out on the counter. What I'll do is I'll put ice in the lid, put this right on top, and they all day, every time somebody walks through the kitchen, they munch on it. This will be completely gone by the end of the day, and makes me feel good that my guys are eating their fruits and veggies.
What? It's chocolate hummus.
I know, it's chocolate hummus. We have carrots and red peppers and grape tomatoes and cucumbers, oranges, celery, sugar snap peas, and some of my ranch dressing, and then strawberries and chocolate cherry cheesecake hummus. So it works great, and it helps me stay on track also. Okay, I was trying to decide whether we should just put the pierogi making right into this daily vlog or do a separate cook with me. And the vote from the fam was to just put it right into this daily vlog. So I will show you bits and pieces of what we are doing to make the pierogies. Now, the first thing that we had going, normally when we make these, we actually use instant mashed potatoes. I thought I had a box on the shelf, and I don't. So I have some potatoes cooking to make some mashed potatoes. And then also right here, this is, how many onions is this?
Just one. One big one.
One huge Spanish onion cooking down in some butter. We use a crap ton of onions because we serve the onions on top. So we will be making several batches of the onions. I just find I like doing it like one batch at a time. I just think they cook much nicer, and I'm funny about my onions. So that's going. The potatoes are going. They would be done if they were the instant, but I screwed up. Okay, That's a little small for you.
Well, you don't have another one.
You don't need an apron.
Shh! I can have what I want. I can be.
Maybe this was a bad idea, folks. So the first thing we have to do is we have to get the dough started. Now, I mix the dough right on the table. I don't mix it in a bowl. It gets mixed right on the table.
She's nuts.
I will let you know that the table has been sanitized by Adam, completely sanitized, and then wiped down again and again. So, but this is how we do it. So let's get started making the first batch of dough, and we're going to do it in batches. Not sure how many batches we're making yet. I do want to have enough for us to have for dinner and for leftovers, and also enough to drop off to my brother and sister-in-law, and to my sister and her family, and to my brother-in-law and his girlfriend. I mentioned taking some to my in-laws, and my mother-in-law said they really don't like them. Yeah, so guess what? They're not getting any. So anyway, let me show you how we make the dough. Okay, so Doug's still working on the onions. Adam is working on, this is milk and solid shortening. We're just melting it together because that goes in the dough. And then over here, Andrew is starting the dough. We're going to put 6 cups of flour on the table because that's how we like to mix it. You could use a big bowl, but you know, I always do it the way my mom and my grandmom and my aunt did it. Andrew's kind of making a huge freaking mess, but that's okay.
I'm doing the best.
Is that 4 cups?
That's only 2 of these, so you need.
That's 4 cups,
Yeah.
right? So he's doing that, and then I'll show you what we do next to the dough. Now we're adding a tablespoon of salt to the flour, just kind of mixing it in. Good, you can go a little faster. Whoops. Mixing the salt in, and then we're just going to kind of push it all together and make a well in the middle. And then it's time to start adding our eggs. Here, let me do the first one, and Andrew will.
What if in one of your videos you want the? Oh, you're recording. All right, I'll tell you after.
And then we just kind of mix it around. Bring in a little more dough. And just do the same thing with the other 2 eggs. Once Adam's done with the milk mixture, that all gets added in, and then the dough really starts coming together.
Starting to curl. Starting to boil a little bit.
Okay, turn it down then if it's boiling. We don't want it to boil, we just want it to melt, so turn it down. Is it melted, the solid shortening?
Yup.
Okay, then turn the heat off. Okay, now we're just gonna, a little bit at a time, add some of the milk and shortening mixture. And then just mix it in. Just bring it in. I really don't know why we do this on the table, but we always did. I'm thinking it would be much easier to do it in a bowl. But you know how it is. You do what your mom did. You do what your grandmom did. So this takes a while. By the time we get it all incorporated. So I'm going to turn off the camera because this gets monotonous even for me, and I'm the one doing it. So I will be back to show you what the dough looks like when it's all incorporated. Okay, so there is our beautiful ball of dough. We are just going to cover it with a cloth, and we're going to let it rest for about 10 minutes. While that is resting, I am going to go make the mashed potatoes, make the meat mixture, and get ready to start cutting and filling. Okay, so I'm going to make the meat. I just have, I don't know, about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of ground beef in here. I'm going to add 2 eggs, some salt, and some breadcrumbs, and get it all nice and mixed together, and that will be the meat mixture we're putting in. Andrew grated down a block of sharp cheddar cheese. Adam made the mashed potatoes. Now we're going to add the cheddar cheese to the mashed potatoes, and we're going to mix them in by hand, Adam, not with the mixer.
Yep.
Wait, do you know how to get that off of there?
Yes, as a judge.
No.
No.
Watch. See all that meat on there, all those potatoes? There you go. It's off and in the pan, most of it.
We're using this?
So that's what's going on. That's our filling. Our filling is, like I said, just meat, eggs, salt, and some breadcrumbs. And honestly, I don't even know how much. We just kind of, till it feels good. And then regular mashed potatoes with the 8 ounces of sharp cheddar mixed right in. So we're going to get all this stuff mixed together, and then it's going to be time to start rolling the dough. Okay, one thing we do different than our ancestors, my grandma used to roll it out with a rolling pin. Yeah, we don't. We go the easy route. We use the pasta machine. It's not just for spaghetti. So what we do is we cut off a hunk of the dough, and I just kind of flatten it a little bit into a rectangle. And then I set it on 8 first, and we crank it through on 8. Then we change it to 3. And we run it through again. On 3. We lay it out.
Okay, that's my arm.
Sorry. And then we use a, how big is that?
3 inch?
2 inch, 3 inch?
2.5? I don't know.
Off to measure it. Cookie cutter. Go ahead, Andrew. And we start cutting out. And then we have the 2 different fillings. Adam is on the meat patrol and I'm on the potato patrol. Just take a little bit, like a teaspoon of the filling, put it in, close it up, and pinch it until it is very, very, very well sealed. And there's a nice little rim around it. You got it, Adam?
Yep.
And then what I do, we have a big table set up. We've got the meat on that side. We've got the potato on this side. We keep them covered with a sheet so they don't dry out. Then we have our scraps in the middle. We love the scraps. We love to cook those up and put those with butter and onions, and they're delish. So that's the process. We've got hundreds more to make because not only are we making them for us, it wouldn't be Easter if we didn't deliver them to everybody else in the family. So everybody's going to get a porch delivery of some pierogies later tonight. So we have a lot of pierogies to make, and I'll show you when we cook the first batch. I am exhausted. Oh my gosh. We ended up making probably about, what, 400? Doug's really exhausted. We ended up making probably about 400 pierogies. I totally forgot to show you how I cook them because we just got, once you get into a rhythm and you're moving so fast getting them, you know, from stuffing to the table to the water. Basically, you boil them for 4 minutes in boiling water. That's it. Then I layer them in a casserole and put some butter on them. So, yeah, we packaged them up and did, you know, porch delivery to my sister, my brother-in-law, my cousin, Adam's girlfriend's family, my brother. So yes, they're all packaged, they're all delivered, and we have ours for tomorrow. I didn't show you anything else I ate because we did not sit down for any more meals today. But oh, did I pick the heck out of the pierogies. Yeah. And the scraps. I love the scraps. Like after we cut it out and we have the scraps, we just love to boil them and eat them just like that, like dough, boiled dough. Yeah, I picked a lot. It was not a good day on plan for me. And then we had some fresh kobasi that I cooked up, and we had some of that. So, not the best day on plan. But moving around a lot, burning a lot of calories, sweating our butts off because it was hot in here with 3 pots boiling and everything else. So, they're all done. They're pretty much cleaned up. I made, let me see, a cake for dessert tomorrow. This is from Kim over to Girl on Her Phone. It is her mandarin orange cake. So made that for tomorrow's dessert, and then made that for tomorrow's breakfast. It is a sausage souffle, it's called. It's basically bread, sausage, cheese, and eggs. So that'll go in the oven tomorrow morning, and we'll have that. Yeah, I'm going to clean up this mess and sit my butt down because I am exhausted. So thank you for spending your day with us and watching us make pierogies. Like I said, I really missed my female relatives, but we had a great day with the boys. We had a lot of laughs. We had a lot of fun, a lot of stories. They had questions about their ancestors and, you know, stuff like that. So it was a good day, just different, but new normal. So we'll see. Anyway, have a absolutely wonderful Easter. Enjoy your Passover if that is what you are celebrating. And that's it. I will be back probably on Monday with a full day of eating for you, a back on track full day of eating. And that's it. Have a great night. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Also this morning, a collab went up. It is 5 ways to stay on track during quarantine. There are like 17 of us in it, so go check those out. Get some great ideas. And that's it for me. Have a fantastic night, everyone, and talk to you very soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home if you can.